Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Hi, this is Braylon. You are listening to Spirit Radio. God bless you.
All right, friends, welcome back at it as we get rocking and rolling on a new week here on Good Morning. I almost forgot what the show is called, Rick. It's been a while. I haven't seen y'all in a while. Welcome back.
Why, thanks. Thank you very much.
Here on Good Morning Huntsville.
Good morning.
We get rolling. Y'all missed episode 700, by the way.
We did?
We had episode 700.
Was it great?
No, it's just regular. Just regular type of thing.
I don't know. I didn't get to listen much. I did hear you once or twice.
Just regular type deal. So good to see y'all back. I missed you guys.
I missed you too.
I was very appreciative of Charlotte, but I missed y'all. And
well, Charlotte's a different kind of person.
I know, but I missed my Rick and Kaye.
Did you? You need a fix?
Yes. And, and here we are. And it's funny because last week was kind of this up and down roller coaster on the show, just with different things going on early in the mornings. The time change was fun.
Yeah.
So we got through that. We're a week into it now. So what do they call it? The circadic rhythm is
circadian.
I knew you would know.
Yeah.
Circadian rhythm is back. Okay. Are y'all still feeling it, or is the rhythm?
We didn't have any particular time to get up, so it didn't really affect us that much.
Might affect us this week. We'll see.
It hits you at a different time.
Well, I didn't go to sleep till 4:30 last night, so I'm feeling something.
Good thing you said last night and not this morning. I didn't go to sleep till 4:30 this morning. I'm feeling it.
Oh, that's what it is. It's 4:30 this morning.
Well, welcome back. I know you guys had spent some time, a couple of weeks in Oklahoma and taking care of some things there, and it is so good to have y'all back. So welcome back into the show.
Thanks. We also went to go visit my cousin who had a stroke.
Oh, no.
He's on the road to recovery.
Okay. Well, that's good.
It's sad because he's younger than I am.
Yeah. So that puts him at like 42 then.
Yeah. Well, somewhere in there. How old are you?
41. So
yeah, he's younger than you.
No, but in all seriousness, praying that he gets better quickly, my friend.
He's working on it. He's got a lot of determination.
Did that happen while y'all were up there? Or?
It happened right before we left.
Yeah.
So we took opportunity to run 3 hours over there to visit him.
My grandfather used to have I forget what they're called, the little quick strokes, and there's a word for those.
Transient ischemic stroke.
See, I knew this.
TIA.
TIAs, that was it. And my grandfather was really good at playing the fiddle and the guitar. In fact, a German POW, when he was in World War II, they captured a guy. That guy taught him how to make fiddles. And there's an article that I need to dig that up and find it. The local paper wrote an article a long time ago on my grandpa. And but as he got older and those TIAs started happening, he couldn't play the music, and he used to get so frustrated. He's like, "Man, I used to could do this," and so I know that there's a lot of frustration, in folks that go through that. But and I've got a really close friend of mine that used to broadcast with me that had a stroke, and he has been on the road to recovery for well over a year now.
Oh my!
But he is doing much better. I think he just finally got cleared to drive a while back, which is good.
Yeah.
So. Well, hey, we do want to welcome you in as we get rocking and rolling here. Another episode of Good Morning Huntsville, and it is episode number 704. Big thank you to all of our underwriting support. Elliott's Jewelers, he's online at elliotsjewelers.com, and also Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, their website, tomorrowspromise.info. Rick and Kaye, as you already know, back with us today. We are on the FM, and we want to welcome all of you that are joining us this morning on Spirit 94.3, wherever you may be listening. Or across the globe, as our friend Fiona, she emailed me again and said she's still listening all the way in Ireland. So we know that people are still out across the globe. She said, "I love learning about y'all's little town," is what she told me.
I wonder how she found us.
Did I ever tell y'all the story of why we get so many? We have more than just her from Ireland. At any time when I log in on the back end of the app, I can see the internet connections. And there's usually about 5 or 6 at any given time from Ireland. And I said, this is so strange. Well, it turns out if you ask Alexa to play Spirit Radio FM, it plays our station. We knew that. But the thing is, there is a Spirit Radio FM in Ireland. Apparently, our station takes precedent over that. And so someone else from Ireland had emailed me and said, I asked my Alexa to play our Spirit Radio. You guys came up, but we like your music better. And they said, and we love your town and hearing the story, so we keep listening.
Well, invite them over.
Yeah, so how cool would that be one day if we're sitting here, Kay, and all of a sudden, we hear cool bagpipes and stuff, and then and they bring us gifts from afar.
That might be Scotland you're thinking of.
Yes, yeah.
That'd be interesting if you could do a remote live-in and have them.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
That would be. I just offended them though.
You probably did.
Yeah. That would be kind of neat though to see if I could get them to live in. Yeah. Sorry about that to my Ireland friends. Apparently, I don't know any words and I don't know geography either. I was telling Rick something earlier, and I will never repeat it on the air, but I said a word that I had no idea and Googled it and said, well, I'll never say that one again.
I hope not.
This is why it's important that children have a Montessori education, so they will learn things.
I did not have a Montessori education. However, I've taken classes to teach Montessori.
There you go, man. All right. Well, hey, we do want everybody to say hello this morning. I never tell people, but this morning I'm going to tell you, say hello to us. I always ask people. So this morning, if you've never said hello on the social media feeds, say hi this morning. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know that you're out there. Jamie Saucier is already joining us, as always. We appreciate you, my friend. And, Jamie sometimes comes and hangs out in the studio with us. And so we want to welcome him back in this morning. And all of you can text us, too, at 936-339-0139. Again, the number 936-339-0139. Well, hey, it is Monday, and I don't have new theme music. Rick, do you want to give us some, human theme music?
You had to.
Just came out of nowhere.
You just had to.
It kind of worked.
Did it?
We can probably AI that and turn it into instruments somehow. We always have Kay's Monday mindset.
Yeah.
Well, we like to change things up from time to time, especially on episode 704. There's just something special.
Really? 007, 704, so close.
Exactly. So we have changed the wording just a little bit, and you're familiar with Kay's Monday mindset. Well, now it is Monday morning mindset with Kaye Boehning.
Wow.
So Monday morning mindset with Kaye Boehning. I
wonder
the flow.
if we can get a placard that says that right on.
We're getting the laser engravers going right now.
Can you engrave it right here on our chest?
Yes, we're going to have it on the shirts, everything. So, but Kaye has we've kind of slightly renamed this, and I want folks to listen real quick. I know we've already been talking here, but I want folks to listen. Every Monday, Kaye brings some really awesome knowledge, and we don't want to just gloss over this as something that we have to do. We want to do this, and we want to bring it to the people, Kaye, to help them start their week each week, right?
Yeah. That was one of the nicest things about moving to Monday was I was like, hey, we could start the week off with a positive mindset.
Mm-hmm. With the K's now, Monday morning mindset with Kaye Boehning. And so this morning, Kaye has one for us, a really good one as well. And you can find these, too, if you want to follow along. You can always find these on our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com. We post them typically right before. I didn't get a chance to post it this morning, but it'll be up right after the show. But this morning, this week, can you believe we're already on week 20 of this? 20 weeks?
Of this year?
Yeah. But how many, what is 20 weeks? Is that 5 months? About?
Almost.
Wow. Well, this morning, Kaye, it is Lift Others as You Climb. And I like the title of this. And before I read into this, Kaye, I like the title of this because as we grow and succeed in whatever we're doing, we should lift others with us, right?
Yeah. A lot of people think of the corporate ladder and it's you climb on top of people, to a lot of bosses I've had in the past, it's kind of like, how could they climb on top of you and squish you in order to elevate themselves? Mm-hmm. And you don't have to do it that way.
I think of a game. Have you heard of Lemmings? The Lemmings game? I think of those little lemmings and they're crawling on top of each other. But that's not the way that you have to do it. That's right. And so today it's Lift Others as You Climb. One of the most meaningful things that we can do in life is help someone else move forward. And this is so true. We often think success is about reaching the top, achieving goals, building something meaningful, or making an impact. But Robin Sharma reminds us that real leadership is not just about how far you go. It's about how many people you bring with you. And I think about leaders, one thing that I've always heard as a leader is that we should always be equipping and empowering others. And I've always heard this number, Kaye, I don't know if in the Montessori method, I don't know how y'all's structure works as far as leadership, but in the ministry method, we always say, find somebody that can do things at least 80% of what you can do. And if you find them at 80%, then empower them and release them. The reality is you're never going to find anybody at 100%, right, Kaye?
Right. Well, also, I mean, that's industry-wide or business-wide. Mm-hmm. It's not just ministry. I've heard it in all kinds of business classes I've taken, that, if you can get somebody to do 80% of how well you do it, then, you've got to teach them and let them go and let them make their own mistakes and figure out how to do it themselves.
Yeah, because as a business owner, this, you're never going to find anybody at 100%. And that's okay.
I'm not at 100%.
Yeah.
Don't let her fool you. She's probably 150%.
Yeah. So
I may be 150% effort, but I'm not 100% mistake proof.
As we go on, you think about this. As we just said, it's about how many people you bring with us. None of us got to where we are completely on our own. You think about that. Somebody else paved a way. Along the way, somebody else encouraged us, taught us something, believed in us, or gave us an opportunity. These moments matter more than we sometimes realize. And when we take time to lift someone else, we continue that cycle of encouragement and growth. And there are 3 reasons today that we'll talk about why helping others matter. Number 1, encouragement builds confidence. A simple word of support can help someone believe they are capable of more than they thought. And Kaye, I think about this, not even just in the business world, but maybe it's a message for a parent this morning or a family,
or a spouse.
Seriously, think about this, because I speak positive affirmations over my children all day long. Like this morning when I got Braylon ready, I said, sweetheart, you look like an angel. You're a beautiful little darling this morning. She goes, thank you, Daddy. And then I dressed our son. Bridget was up and helped me this morning. And I said, Kaylin, you sure do look handsome this morning. Those things, even in children, I think it's really important with children because it instills things that'll help them build confidence, right?
Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Woo, woo.
But I think even in the business world too, especially in the business world, how many times are leaders encouraging others or saying things like, oh, I already know how to do that. There's nothing more deflating in life than as an employee getting all excited about doing something and then upper management telling you, oh, we've already done that. And I think
you did it fine, except
done this. Yeah. You did it fine, but, or except, yeah. And so encourage each other, help to build confidence. Another one is shared growth strengthens communities. When people help each other succeed, everyone benefits. Progress becomes something that we do together. And then finally, leadership is influence. You don't need a title to make a difference. Every conversation, every act of kindness, and every moment of mentorship shapes the people around you. That one's a big one, Kaye, as you think about that, because, one thing that I've always heard, and I'll relate just back to the ministry world, is we always say even though we have a position, we don't really hire the position or hire the title. We hire the person. Now, granted, we need to fill a position, but this kind of ties into that, is that you don't need a title to make a difference. Just because you're so-and-so doesn't mean if you're a custodian, you can still make a difference.
Oh, I read about a lady that gets up and is at work at 5 a.m. to basically serve coffee to people that go through the truck stop. And I think it's a drive-through, but, she's always good morning and greets them with a smile and sends them on their way with a smile and a warm cup of coffee. And she's in like Wisconsin or something like that. And the number of people that go through every morning, her drive-through, and that may be the only smile they get that day. But if she goes to work grumpy and here's your coffee, how many people does that affect and send off in a negative mood? You've been through a drive-through before, and how they greet you is makes a difference. I mean, if they're grumpy, then you kind of go when you leave. But, she's making a difference just by the way she greets people and says good morning to them when she hands them their coffee.
It's true. One time I was going through a drive-through, and typically most of the time, especially here in Huntsville, it's why I love people are always so kind here. That's something I've noticed about this community. People are so incredibly kind. I was going through one day, and I did get one of those kind of grumps. And I knew, I was like, this doesn't seem right because they're never like this. And I took that. It's not like I'm trying to get into somebody's business, but I think it's so important this morning as we talk about the Monday mindset and lifting each other up is sometimes it's okay to ask, hey, is everything okay this morning? And I asked someone that. I said, hey, is everything all right this morning? And they go, no, it's not. And they went on to tell me about how their morning had been. And there was not a whole line of cars behind me because I don't want to be the guy that holds up the line at McDonald's, Yeah. But in that moment, we had a brief 5-second prayer. And I said, I'm going to pray for you. I didn't ask. I said, I'm just going to pray for you real quick. I said, Lord, bless this person and let them have a better. And whenever I drove, that person was smiling. Mm-hmm. And so you never know on the flip side, just take a moment to ask people. If you sense something going on with somebody, ask them. And I think good leaders do that. Good leaders will take a moment to pause and recognize if somebody that works with them is having trouble. And they'll say, wait a minute, is everything okay? What can I do to help you? And after a while, if that person just keeps doing what you do, then it's probably time to move on and find somebody else. But we have an opportunity as leaders to help people. And so again, every conversation, every act of kindness, every moment of mentorship shapes the people around you. Kaye, I love these because you always put these challenges for the week. There's a focus of what we do and why it helps. And here's the focus today. 3 of them that we're going to give you for this week. Number 1, encourage someone. Tell someone something you genuinely appreciate about them. And that helps build confidence and connection. Kaye, I appreciate just how you always hug people and ask them how their day is going. Thank you. Rick, I always appreciate just your sense of humor. Because on days where I'm kind of grumpy, you come in, you say a fun, sarcastic joke, and it cheers me up.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I mean that. I'm being genuine.
If you don't have a smile, if you meet somebody that doesn't have a smile, give them one of yours. They're free.
That's one thing I missed over these 2 weeks. I missed my Kaye hug and my Rick jokes. So, see? The second focus, share what you know. Offer guidance or advice that might help somebody grow. And that strengthens community learning. You guys are in the business of helping to share that, right? I mean, that's just what y'all do. And then the third one is create opportunity. If you see someone with potential, open a door for them and expands the possibilities for others. I think about just in your line of work, and you have so many wonderful people that have been with you for many of them for countless years. We had Charlotte on the last 2 weeks. She's been with you
She's been with her longer than I have.
You're calling her for advice.
Yeah. What do you do when Kaye does this?
But when it started, she wasn't in the position that she was in.
No.
She's grown. So you've helped to create opportunities for people.
I don't think when she first started that she saw that she would be in the role she is in now. Of course, when I first started, I didn't see that I would be in the role that I'm in now either.
You've always said, I didn't ever picture myself working with children, and then the Lord has a sense of humor.
He really does.
And so think about that this morning. Those 3 things this week, the challenge for this week. Encourage, just 3 things, simple things that we can all do. Encourage someone. As simple as I just did to y'all, that was encouragement. I wasn't joking around. I'm being serious. Just encourage somebody, share what you know, and create opportunity. Helping someone else succeed does not take away from your success. In fact, it multiplies it.
And that's something people really need to understand. Helping somebody else be successful does not diminish you at all. Mm-hmm. Or teaching somebody what you know. Like my goal is to teach all my directors how to have the knowledge I have and be able to run the schools without me. Because someday they'll have to.
Yeah. Well, I think
hopefully 40 years from now or something.
Yeah, 40 plus. I think about that too, and I never have had the mindset of like my way or the highway, but I have stifled other people, especially in the past, because of the mindset of like, they're never going to be able to do it the way that I can. It's never going to get done exactly. And that's okay. I've had to realize that no, they won't. But maybe they're going to come up with other ideas that I never even thought of that are going to increase. And you said something that was so critical. I think so many times people in business or leaders, they get nervous about relinquishing things because they don't want to lose that control over it, or they don't.
That's hard.
Mine is I suffer from PTSD because I've released some things that have been turned and used against me. Not in a negative way, but ideas that I've had that someone else is like, oh, well, I can do this even better. So thanks for giving me the boot that I needed. And then, and so there's this in my life, there's this, I want to do this, but I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to teach this person how to do this, but I don't know. I've been burned on this, and you have to trust that everything, you can't live that life, because if you do, then you're never going to grow in any area. And I've learned over these past 5-6 years, for me, it was like my sports broadcasting stuff long before I ever came to Huntsville. I had these ideas. We were live streaming sports before it became a big deal. COVID made it a really big deal, but we were doing audio back in 2012. And there were some times to where I was like, man, I don't want to show this person because this person's probably going to go do their own thing. Well, what happened? That person did go do their own thing and took 5 or 6 guys with them. But we can't have that mindset. That would be like you hiring someone at the school, like, oh, man, this person's really good, but I don't want them to go leave and learn everything on my dime and then go start another one. Could it happen? Yeah, it happens all the time. We see it in ministry all the time. Why do you think there's 42 churches in our community? But at the same token, we cannot have that mindset. We have to trust and just use the talents I believe that the Lord gave us, right?
Yeah, and I have had that happen, but it depends on how you look at it too. If you've taught them things and they're going out and helping other people, or they're filling a niche that you can't, like the broadcasting, could you have done all the broadcasting that person's now doing? Mm-hmm. Is it your area of expertise and your interest now? Was it something that God had you teach them so they could go out and do their thing and be successful at it, even though it was your idea?
Yeah.
But you've went on and did something else that was better.
Yeah.
Or that he wanted you doing.
And as I get older, I realize I was talking to someone the other day, Kaye, and you've probably had this moment too. For me, I was talking to someone a while back. Someone had here at the church that was asking for a few things. And all of a sudden I realized I've became the teacher. And it was like this light bulb went off in my brain. And I said, wow, I'm finally at that age to where the things I want to do aren't really that important anymore. Now I want to help these people do the things they want to do. And it was this cool feeling. And I got a lot of that from my mentor who used to broadcast for the San Antonio Spurs. He poured a lot into me. And I look up to him as tremendous leader, tremendous mentor. And I think about the influence that you're making on all of the employees that you've had over the years. And not even just that, the parents and the children. It is incredible to see the seeds of what the Lord has given us and the fruit of that. We talk about seeds in the ministry all the time. We'll think about, and those are the most important seeds when we plant a seed for Christ. But secondly, think about the seeds that we're planting for other people to help them grow. Pretty cool to think about. And you've had not just the children, but you've had the grandchildren of, come through the program now. I mean, you're seeing children now that are having their own kids that have went through the program.
Thanks for making me feel older.
It's true, though. I mean, children of children that she started with have been through.
But that's pretty rewarding, right?
Yeah, it's neat to see the former children be grown-ups, and having their own children is pretty cool.
And sadly, I've been around long enough that I've seen that a little bit, too.
Yeah. Papa Rick. Do they call you Papa Rick?
No, they called me Mr. Rick.
Oh, okay. Papa. One day it's going to be Papa, then you've made it.
No, I'm Grandpa.
Well, hey, we're really good this morning. Kaye, thank you for this. The final thought on all of this is this. Success becomes more meaningful when it's shared. This week, look for an opportunity to lift someone else, to encourage them, guide them, or simply remind them that they matter, because the strongest leaders aren't the ones who climb alone. they're the ones who help others rise with them. So think about who you're helping to rise today. Well, we will take a break. Some folks that we want to help continue to rise are our friends at the Sam Houston American Legion Post 95. They are come on once a month or so. And a friend that you know is here today, Billy Papania, is here. I like to put Italian twist to it and call it Papania. It's not how you say it at all, right? But Billy is here.
He's such a good-natured guy. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look, I was like, you remind me of that guy when you go eat at the Italian restaurant, like under the dark light in the corner. And he's like, no, I don't. But we'll take a break in a moment. We're going to stay on the FM because they have some important scholarship information, and we want to highlight that. They are a nonprofit in this community. So we'll take a brief break, and we'll continue promoting and celebrating the good here in Huntsville. You are listening to Spirit 94.3 Underwriting, made possible by Tomorrow's Promise. They are online at tomorrowspromise.info. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
All right, friends, welcome back as we continue on this journey this morning. Thanks for hanging out with us here on Spirit 94.3, the Spirit of Huntsville. How about 39 degrees outside today? Does that sound good? This sounds just.
I love it.
It sounds wonderful. What do you think?
I grew up on the Gulf Coast, man. It's cold.
So you're not down with the chill today, Billy?
I'm built like a polar bear, but I'm not a polar bear.
I spent 2 weeks cleaning and stuff in the cold weather up north. I was very happy to come back here to warmth.
I was going to say
and it didn't happen.
It hit you guys. I just started thinking y'all were up there. 14 in Fargo this morning, by the way. I'm glad I'm not there. 39 here though in Huntsville.
I'll take it.
So we're going to be
Better
up
than
to
14.
yeah, 52 today, sunny and breezy. And tonight we may have freeze in some outer areas, 34, but we'll get back up to 61. And then by the end of the week, we're already going to be back up to 90 degrees as the weekend approaches. So very quick cool down And Billy's over here. He's like, yeah, buddy. So good to see you, man. Welcome in, everybody.
Thanks for having us, Rob.
Turn around real quick, Billy. There's that camera. So wave at that one because your back is going to be whenever it's all of us. So if you see the back of this guy, that's our friend Billy and Brianna Tolan back with us. I knew I was going to do that. I do it every time. From Sam Houston Post, American Legion Post 95.
Yes, sir.
Back with us. Good to see y'all again.
Good to be here.
And Kaye, you know Billy, I know very well. Billy is a great man. He helps out with a lot of events here in town, and we appreciate you, man.
We appreciate everything y'all do. We appreciate Ms. Kaye. I enjoy helping her out with her fundraising event.
What is the deal? You are what's your number one thing that you cook? I know you cook it all, but what would you say is your number one thing?
Boudin and sausage.
That's it. I was looking for that. So the Boudin man of Huntsville is the moniker that we're going to give you. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Boudin Billy.
I've been called worse.
Because everybody has a moniker. Like Kaye is the hug of Huntsville. The Boudin Billy. Brianna, we got to come up with one for you.
I have no idea.
Well, we'll think of one before the day's over. So, well, hey, y'all are here today. Some important things going on. We want to highlight more about the American Legion Post 95. And I know another scholarship opportunity. We want to continue to highlight that and lead into some other things. Well, let us know what's going on.
So, first of all, let's talk about the scholarship that we just got done doing, which was the John Fidget's Harvey Scholarship for Technical and Trade School. We had our event on March 7th, Sandy June came out and played, and we actually raised, with our weather being what it was, $5,100.
Wow.
So our post pulled through, did very well for that. That gives us right around $17,000 for the scholarship. So some of that will carry over into next year so that we have seed money to do what we need to do to bring in more scholarships for the following year.
Let us know just on those scholarships, kind of how they're distributed, who they go to, those kind of things too.
So on those scholarships for technical and trade, the students need to be veteran connected. So whether it's a parent or a grandparent, they have to be veteran connected. Then we will go through, their graduation. We're not putting big focus on their grade point average, but we are asking for an essay. We're asking for letters from the community, from their teachers. And from there, is there a need for them? Mm-hmm. So we should hopefully get those scholarships in right after April 10th. And then we will choose from there. Then we do they'll be chosen, and then we go through and we're doing what's the word I'm looking for? Appreciation dinner for our sponsors, and also so that the students can see who helped get this scholarship for them.
Well, this is so important because you think about just education, and so many times there's this huge emphasis on college, which I'm not downplaying that, but
right.
Trade school just as important. People acquire these skills. And so you think about, people saying, hey, maybe I want to go into welding. There's an opportunity right now. You don't have to go to a 4-year university to get a welding degree.
Right.
Is that even what it's called, Billy?
It's a certificate or I'm a process operator in a chemical plant.
Okay.
And there's a 2-year degree for it over at Kingwood, the Lone Star, but they're Lamar University. There's everywhere. But you also, really the only requirement is to have a high school diploma, and there's a battery test you have to take and everything. But I've been in the chemical industry for a long time, and so I've developed skills where I can actually do what I do. It's a gold job. You can make some money doing anything work with your hands. You don't have to just go get an education at a 4-year university. It's a great thing.
I think it is great, and these scholarships will go to help support this and get these young people involved. And is that open? I know you said for veteran connected, but is that for Huntsville ISD, New Waverly? What areas?
We have taken on Trinity ISD because they do not have a post in their town now. We have Huntsville ISD. We also have New Waverly and Alpha Omega. I'd like to see going forward next year, being able to maybe brand out to our homeschool kids. I was going to try to do that this year, but it was a lot to try to connect all the dots. So once we know that we've got our schools out there with the information, then I can plug into the homeschools and go from there.
Well, that's great, because you think when you said Trinity, it kind of excited me because we don't ever want the smaller schools to be left out. There's so many smaller districts around the area that need support. Billy, I wanted to kind of direct it back at you. I know you've been a part of the Legion for a while and doing some great work, man. Appreciate all that you do in our community, supporting nonprofits. You've supported Kaye and her endeavors over the years and many others. What specifically kind of led you to the Legion, to the American Post Legion 95, and what really got you motivated to say, man, I want to be a part of this. I want to help out with the scholarship?
Well, I grew up, both my grandfathers served. One was in World War II, the other one was Korea and Vietnam. I didn't know anything about the American Legion, honestly. I grew up at the VFW halls. So when I came 8-9 years ago, when I joined, I met some local members here. They're like, hey, you ought to come here. You ride motorcycles. We ride motorcycles. You can do this. Oh, okay, yeah. That's fine.
Voluntold is what happened, Kaye.
Yeah, that's what happened. I had a wife also.
Absolutely.
But, in the spirit of helping, you actually look at the mission that the American Legion stands for. You look at the homeless vets. Our juniors program we have under the auxiliary, they give out kits to homeless vets once a year or twice a year, whatever it is, down in Houston, and we also have a coat rack. For we also deal with that for anybody in Huntsville during the wintertime, where Cliff Christensen, he built those. So if you need a coat, grab one. If you have an extra coat, you can just leave it there. I just liked the mission that they stood for. And then with Miss Kaye, literacy is a big issue in this country. That's our future. If our children can't understand what they're reading, they can't understand what they're going to vote on in the future. They can't understand how to do things later on in life. That's comprehension. What helps you 3 years, I believe, the third
Ever
year
since we started.
Yeah. So, and that's been awesome. And it's not just me; it's a collective. So when I help her, you have Stacy Lawler, you have Cliff. You have the whole back crew, and even the things that we do on the backside. You have Brianna, you have a lot of people in the background that you don't see. They're the unsung heroes. Mm-hmm. So I give a shout out to all those guys.
Yeah, that's good.
The American Legion provides all the food for Lasso, and all the cooking and the serving and.
Well, there is a lot that goes on that folks don't realize, as you just said, Billy, and people behind the scenes. And Kaye, you're just talking about it, about these organizations that serve, the Sam Houston Post 95, serving in such a great way. And not just these scholarship opportunities, Brianna, but also you think about other events that are coming up.
Absolutely.
Let's highlight some of those.
So we have a very busy spring coming. March 28th, we are doing a crawfish boil and an egg hunt for our spring celebration. Crawfish will be $30 for 3 pounds, 1 corn, 1 potato, 1 sausage. But it's going to be a day for family. Come out, do the egg hunt at 12, stay for crawfish. We're going to have some music going out on our side yard again, just having fun and enjoying everybody. And it is open to the public. Then April 24th and 25th. Am I right?
28th, I believe. Is it 28th?
No, I think it's 24th and 25th.
Okay.
Is our big Chigger Hill,
That's
which
a huge
is a huge one. It is a barbecue cook-off. It's syndicated.
It's sanctioned.
Sanctioned. I'll get the right words. It is sanctioned, so we're looking for people to come out and cook and do the barbecue cook-off. That money goes into the Sons and the Riders, and I'll let Billy take over on that one real quick.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that, Billy.
Yeah, so this is the 18th I believe.
19th.
19th.
Yeah.
See, I see. I'm everywhere.
Only reason I knew is I just pulled it up on the website.
Yeah, it's
it's a lot, man. So yeah, it's the 19th annual IBCA sponsored barbecue cook-off, and so we have people from all over the state. Other states come. We have 10 acres, and we don't have power hookups, but we have water hookups. You come out there, it's a good time. It starts on a Friday for sign up, and you got your certain categories. And Saturday is the big cook day. But the money goes to our programs for the Sons. The Sons help this, but we can't do it without the help of the other factions, like the auxiliary, like our Riders program, like our Legionnaires. You know, it takes a whole family to make this whole thing go off. You know, and that's our one big fundraiser we do once a year. And if you're interested in becoming a son, the only requirements are your grandfather, grandmother, father, mother. I even believe stepfather.
Yes.
Or foster child. If you're a foster child, it's $25 a year.
Wow, that's nothing. That's not
And
bad.
There's some really good people that go there. And you could be a part of this and help us grow and help these veterans in this community get what they need, the help they need. And just sometimes these guys just want to talk, you know, and you may have not served, but sometimes just you're an ear, you know, and you can just listen to them. So that's a big thing.
Yeah, when you're describing that, when you said you grew up, you know, originally VFW, I grew up I always call it the VF. My dad always left out the W for some reason. He always said, the VF, I'm up at the VF. Uh-huh. And that was one of the most encouraging things for me as a child, growing up and being around veterans and learning their stories. And the same thing happens at the Legion. And I'm so thankful. I need to join because, you know, my dad served. Mm-hmm. And y'all have approached me several times about joining. And I want to encourage people, if someone approaches you about joining, you don't have to show up to everything. Just join and just support. That $25 is going to go. Of course, y'all want people to get involved and to serve.
We definitely do.
But,
we need the hot bodies in the hands.
Yeah, so just get involved. Just like you, Billy. I mean, you've been all in supporting the Legion. You're up there quite a bit. And I know that it's a rewarding thing for you and just the difference that those veterans are making on you.
Yes, sir.
Think about that.
Yes, sir.
So it is cool. Kaye, we live in a veteran community. Mm-hmm. There's so much opportunities to support veterans. I know you and Rick are very involved in supporting veterans.
Yeah, I'm in the auxiliary. I'm not as involved as I should be, but
got all the hands. And then we have one more thing coming up on, and I'm going to read this so that I don't mess it up, on where we are starting a church service.
I've heard Dr. Hendrickson is
Dr. Richard Hendrickson is starting a church service at the Post on Sundays. So it will start May 3rd at 10 o'clock with fellowship starting at 11, open to all veterans and their families, non-denominational service, and our chaplain, Dr. Richard Hendrickson, will be leading. So that is a big first for us also. There's been a lot of firsts happening at our post lately. With the growth that we're getting, we're moving forward.
Dr. Hendrickson approached me about that, and he said, hey, I'm getting ready to I just need the final approval, and I think he's going to be coming on the show talking about that a little bit more. And, boy, how cool is that?
I think it's amazing.
That is a really awesome. We're so blessed to have him in our community as well. So, well, Billy, any final comments? I know you guys got a lot going on today. We're going to wrap up here before too long, but maybe any final comments? Welcome, first time on the show, Kaye, for Billy.
I'm finally off for one day.
We don't have the Rick. We need that horn again. You know, I had a horn that I used to blow for our visitors, and I've lost it. Yeah, I've lost it. But any final comments, man?
Thanks for having me on here. Thanks for having the American Legion Post 95 on here. We appreciate it. Yeah, actually, I listen to your show as much as I can when I'm off. Think about the future of your children when we talk about this. My son, he's getting ready to go talk to the Air Force, so he graduates next year. Yeah, he wants to go in the military, and I support him 100%. You know, because without those dreams and that future, you know, this country was founded upon blood, sweat, and tears. Mm-hmm. You know, and those guys signed the ultimate contract. Think about that next time you look at somebody's free speech, whatever. That's because we have that right because of those people. They gave us that right, and they fight for it every day. So thanks for having me on here. Thanks for having Brianna on here.
Absolutely.
When I get a chance, I'll come back on.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime, man. So come hang out with us. You just have to. The only requirement on the second trip is you have to bring Boudin.
Okay, I got
Boudin Billy.
I got orders right now. I ain't started.
Well, Brianna, any final comments from you? As always, privileged to have you here. Thanks for hanging out with us.
You're good. Really, just come on out for the crawfish. I did not mention it. I said it was $30 for 3 pounds, but if you are a student veteran, it is $20. So it's a little bit less for them being a student.
What day is this on again?
March 28th.
March 28th. So bring the family. Come out and be a part of it.
Easter egg hunt. We're going to have a couple of Easter basket raffles and just a good time out on the yard.
Did y'all get that side? Are y'all still working on the enclosed area? I remember that y'all were working on an enclosed area.
Actually, I think it is finished.
Oh, okay.
But I don't quote me.
Okay.
Because I'm really not sure on the exact, if it is completely finished. We'll find out for sure on Tuesday.
So that's going to be coming up soon. And that's a really important, Kaye. I brought that up for a reason because so many times these are folks, as you just said, Billy, are veterans, not just folks, people who have given the ultimate sacrifice, fighting for our country. And I've always said, if somebody wants to enjoy a cigarette, let them enjoy a cigarette. That they've earned that, more than earned that. And I think of it because of my dad. And my dad, boy, when the VF there in town said no more smoking in here, boy, that caused an uproar. And this was back in Georgetown. It caused a huge, and people like left the post because of it, understandably. And my dad was one of them. Was like, I'm not going to be up here much more anymore because they took away something that we enjoyed. So y'all have created a space now where veterans can still enjoy the things that they enjoy.
Absolutely.
And still have an opportunity for families to be involved. And I wanted to get that across because so many times people say, well, I don't want to bring my kids over there because there's too much smoke or this or that. Y'all have addressed all of that. And one, I don't mean it disrespectfully, it's for the veterans. We do want the families and the kids to come, but it's veterans first. And y'all have put them first. So I wanted to make that clear because some people avoid that because of that.
Right, and they do. There's a lot of people, younger vets especially, with families, they don't want to take their children into that environment, and we're giving them a choice. So with doing that choice, I'm hoping and praying that our membership will grow, but we're also doing more things outside, out on that side area that we have, because like Billy said, we have over 10 acres. What's it doing? Let's use it. Let's utilize it and grow from there.
Coming up next year, Huntsville, largest slip and slide, Guinness World Book of Records. I'll bring the plastic. We'll have a slip and slide out there.
I'm down, dude.
Hey, and we got a pretty good hill right there, too. But we're going to have to stop traffic.
Well, I appreciate you guys. You can find out more information. One last thing. If folks wanted to connect with you, how can they connect and find out more information? Just through y'all's website?
Through our website. Also, we do have a Facebook page.
Okay.
Definitely, they can contact me, 936-581-0863. My number's out there. Everybody's like, don't give your number. I'm a hairstylist in town, so everybody's got my number.
Yeah, give the number.
But call the post. Swing by, because usually there is somebody there that can direct you in the right direction. If I don't have the answer, somebody else does.
You can find out all the information online, samhoustonpost95.org.
There you go.
Or just look up Sam Houston Post 95 on Facebook. Y'all do a great job with all of that. So
yes.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out today. It was awesome. When I saw y'all's name come up, I said, this is great because I know Kaye knows you very well, Billy, and the Post. And so we appreciate you guys. And thanks for all y'all do in the community.
Oh,
Thank
you're
y'all.
welcome. Thank you.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
We definitely want to try to make this at least a monthly thing so we can touch base.
Perfect. All right.
Y'all need to have a party when you officially get both parts open.
Absolutely.
With some boudin.
Yeah. I got you, man. I made a new sausage, too.
All right. There you go, man.
It's going to cost you a $25 membership fee.
Yeah, I'll pay.
You know what?
Sign me up.
We'll bring that membership with us.
Perfect.
Sign on air.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Well, hey, that'll wrap it up with our friends from the Post. We'll take one final break, and we'll go ahead and keep it on the FM through the remainder of the show today because we don't want you to miss. He's not here to say it. You have to pretend you're Rick. All you have to do is you just have to say Rick, all right, after I say something, okay? So stay on the air because we are going to have
Rick
and Kaye's top 10 when we come back. So stay with us as we continue promoting and celebrating the good here in Huntsville. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
It's back after a 2-week hiatus. It went to Oklahoma, it came back, and it's here now in your ear. And for the first time, making its debut from Studio 1229J on Spirit Radio, it's time for Rick's. Oh, wait.
Rick.
And Kaye's Top 10. In the words of my friend Johnny Canales from Corpus Christi, Texas, Kaye, you got it. Take it away.
Well, good morning, Huntsville. In honor of National Panda Bear Day, we've got an important question.
Is your life starting to resemble a panda's?
If so, you might be doing it right. The number 10 reason, your daily schedule revolves almost entirely around snacks.
Breakfast snack, mid-morning snack, emotional support snack.
Number 9, you take naps that start as 5 minutes.
And end 3 hours later.
Number 8, you move slowly and with purpose.
Mostly toward food.
Number 7, you occasionally trip over nothing and just roll with it.
Very, very panda behavior.
Number 6, your favorite activity is sitting down and chewing thoughtfully.
Works great in long meetings.
Number 5, your idea of exercise is climbing onto the couch.
And even that feels optional.
Number 4, you've mastered the art of looking busy while doing almost nothing.
That's professional level panda.
Wait, Rick, did you say licking busy?
No, looking. You were licking. I was looking. Number 3, your wardrobe prioritizes comfort over everything.
Basically pajamas with ambition.
Number 2, you avoid unnecessary drama and just go back to eating.
Pandas understand boundaries.
And number 1, the biggest sign your life resembles a panda's, you eat what you love, nap when you want, and people still think you're adorable.
Honestly, that's the dream.
Happy National Panda Day, Huntsville.
Now go celebrate like a panda, slowly, comfortably, and preferably with snacks.
There it is, Rick and Kaye's Top 10 exclusively on Good Morning Huntsville. Brings in a huge audience. We got 2 million people listening now.
2 million or 2?
200 million. We'll just give it a little bit more. So, it's always good. Hey, by the way, if you ever miss that, you can always catch it on the Hello Huntsville YouTube channel, also Hello Huntsville Facebook. We will take a final break, and we'll go back to music and programming. There's a few things that we want to highlight, and so we'll finish the show on social media today. I said earlier that we'll wrap it up on the radio. We will finish it on social media. So for those of you that are listening on Spirit 94.3, we'll go back to music and programming. If you'd like to wrap up the last segment with us, make sure you head over to, again, the Hello Huntsville YouTube and Facebook page. We'll take a brief break, and we will wrap it up when we come back. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
Are you ready for a better way to bank? Join Walker County Federal Credit Union today. As a member, you'll enjoy low-cost loans, no annual fees, and easy online access. We're not just a credit union. We're a community dedicated to your financial success. Experience friendly service tailored for just you. Why wait? Join us online at walkercountyfcu.com or drop by our location at 1802 Normal Park Drive, Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Friend Rob Hipp here for Elliott's Jewelers. The new year is here, and what a better way to start out the new year than celebrating the moments that matter the most. And you can do that with Elliott's Jewelers here in Huntsville. Whether it's an engagement, an anniversary, a birthday, or maybe just a fresh start, Elliott hand selects every diamond, and he creates meaningful pieces that are designed just for you. There's no crowded showroom, no pressure, just personal attention and jewelry that tells your story. So again, start the new year with something timeless. It's Elliott's Jewelers here in Huntsville by appointment only. Book online at elliotsjewelers.com.
All right. Well, that sounds like Rick's, like, you kind of, wait, hold it. We got to get this going again. Let me reset it here. And 3, 2, 1. And, all right. Break it down, Rick.
Little air guitar there.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
My friend Taylor Fulbright, I used to work with him over at KSAM. Good man. He's been at the country club at the Woodlands for many years. You know, he's like an air guitar champion. There's a
real thing.
There is a real thing. And he goes, you know, Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
He goes by the moniker of Thrilly Nelson.
Thrilly Nelson.
Thrilly Nelson is his moniker. And he has won or gotten pretty doggone close to like the world championship air guitar. Wow. He's a good man.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Didn't either until I met Thrilly Nelson. Taylor Fulbright, shout out, buddy. We love you, man. Well, hey, I know that there is a lot going on in our community. Rick and Kaye here with us from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. We'll wrap up here in the next 5 minutes or so, but I did want to take a special moment here for those of you that are continuing to hang out with us on social media to promote the school and to talk about the good things that are happening through Tomorrow's Promise. Kaye, you are out. And I wanted to mention something to you that I'm so thrilled about. In fact, Molly, yesterday at church, said, she can already do that? I said, yeah, she goes to Montessori school. My little girl, 4 years old, will not be 5 until, November. She's got a little ways to go. That little toot, that's what I call them my tutor bugs. Because children, they toot a lot. So
yeah.
My little tutor bug. But that's a cute way of saying it. I'm like, you're my tutor. She goes, I'm both of y'all's tutor bug. She was wearing a shirt yesterday that had I can't remember the sentence on it, what it said. But she was pointing, and she knows all of the letters on that shirt now. And she goes, look, Daddy, 2 T. Because in the words, there was like whatever word it was had 2 T's in it. And she knew that was 2. And she was showing Miss Molly when we walked into church. So I wanted to publicly thank you for what you do in our community, Kaye, with Tomorrow's Promise and our children, because my little girl's reading. She's not even 5. I don't even think I was reading at 5. I was learning to read at 5 in kindergarten. She ain't in kindergarten yet. She ain't even pre-K. And she's starting to learn the full alphabet, not just say it. She was saying it when she was like 2.5. Mm-hmm. But now she knows the letters, and she's writing the letters. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's ecstatic. It's because it's the Montessori school. It happens because of the Montessori method. And the tracing, and she traces. We'll get a book, Kaye. This is what I want to lead in with you on. She'll get a book, and she'll see the letters, and she takes her finger. Because at first, I'm going to be 100% honest. I was like, what's the point of this tracing stuff? What's the point of this pouring? See, I didn't know.
What the hand does, the mind remembers.
And now I'm learning.
And see, you're so excited about what she's doing, and I'm sitting here going, well, of course.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm just sitting there going, and yeah,
duh.
But when you present information in a fun and entertaining way, and you're not forcing it down their throats, mm-hmm. and they're enjoying it, they learn. Now if you put, I call it drill and kill. If you put letters in front of them and say, this is the A, this is A, this is A, and everybody's sitting there all at the same time trying to learn the letter A, and then the next week they're learning the letter B, that's drill and kill, and it's just not fun. Mm-mm. But children naturally want to learn. We don't teach them to walk. We don't teach them to talk. They're born with an intrinsic motivation to learn. They want to be like us. And so when you make it fun and you give them the opportunity to explore their environment and explore and do things, they learn what your daughter's learning. We present the letters to them and stuff, but we make it fun. And yes, we're tracing over sandpaper letters, but they see it, they feel it, and they touch it or hear it. And so you're either auditory, visual, or a kinetic learner. And so whichever way they learn best, they just learn that letter.
I just think it's cool. See, Kaye knows this because
I learned by osmosis. I just stick the phone on my head like this.
Yeah. As you were saying.
But I was sitting there going, I was waiting for you to say, she's like learned the periodic table or something.
Kaye, she told me pi, and I'm not talking about the food. She was like 3.14. I was like, wow. She built the Eiffel Tower out of toothpicks. No, she will be soon though. When you were saying the drill and kill, Rick will appreciate this. I just thought of like that teacher, the old school teacher with a really long wand, and she's like popping your hand going, apple, 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 apple.
Yeah. That's how I learned to read.
It is neat though for a parent, for me, like I don't know, it's something joyful about just watching your children learn things.
Well, and when you're in the classroom and you're the teacher in the classroom and you see that aha moment when a child gets it, you know, you get that excitement of just the same as the parent gets the excitement and the just the joy of seeing that happen, you know.
Oh, it's cool. This is why I'm not saying it because y'all are sitting here and because and I appreciate it. 3 years y'all have sponsored this program. 3 years. Can you believe that it's been 3 years already? I want people, when they see Kaye and they see Rick and they think about Monday and the motivational and all the things that we talk about and the Monday mindset, if we're not hammering home, get your children plugged into tomorrow's promise, and we ain't doing something right. Get your children plugged into tomorrow's promise. I know that there's alternatives here in town, and I'm not knocking them, but they're alternatives. The premier school to teach your children, especially young children, and I'm talking babies, get them enrolled in the Montessori education.
You're letting that Z slip in there.
Bison got into me. Brian, I've got your bison. That's my buddy in Fargo. Love you, buddy. Get them enrolled in the Montessori education because I am a living, breathing, walking testimony that it works. And it works really well. And I couldn't be more happy. That was one thing when we left. I was sitting there thinking, well, I'm making good money. After we left, I was like, this is okay. Bridget can stay at home. A lot of moms want to be able to stay at home with their children, which is important. And so it never really crossed my mind of like, man, I'm going to have to find a place for my children. And even if you are a stay-at-home mother and you have the resources, get your children. It's not that expensive either. By the way, I'm not going to go into the pricing because I know that pricing can vary, but I'm going to tell you this. What we pay for our children to be learning and not just sitting around watching a tablet all day, but what we pay for them to be learning and applying, not just learning, but applying what they learn. My brother told me what they pay for one child in Georgetown.
Mm-hmm. Probably what you're paying for two.
I was like, are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? That's what you have to pay now? I mean, it's more than a mortgage. And I'm sitting here thinking, we are blessed in this community. Take advantage of the resources we have. Because when we left, I did think eventually, I was like, well, what if I want to get the children enrolled somewhere? Where are we going to go? And I took our dog. I miss my Mac. I miss my Golden. We were thinking about him last night. But I took Mac and Stella to the doggy group, with the doggy daycare there, whatever it is, for a week or two. Man, it was like $1,800.
Oh my!
It was so expensive here in Huntsville. Things, I know it's tough on us. Gas prices. I went and a gallon of milk was like $5. I was like, are you kidding me? I know it's tough, but don't ever take advantage of the resources that we have here. And honestly, how affordable, despite everything being tough, it's still extremely affordable.
It's $200-300 a month more in New Waverly, 14 miles down the road than here for childcare. It's double in Houston.
It's unbelievable. So take advantage of it. We've been telling you about it for 3 years. Where are you? I lead that into this conversation. There are some availability opportunities, and just go by. There's 3 locations to serve you: the Children's House, the Academy, and the main location downtown over there off McDougal, around the corner from McDougal Street. What's that main road?
Old Houston.
Old Houston. And I think McDougal's right around. I always remember McDougal for some reason. But that area, just call ahead and say, hey, I'd like to come. Just drop by. And if they can help you, they will. If not, call ahead. It's probably a little bit easier just to make sure. Just call ahead and say, hey, I'd like a tour. And they'll show you. They'll show you the playgrounds. By the way, the one at the Academy, shout out Sam Houston, Bauer Stadium football field getting reuse. It's back there. The turf is back there. My children aren't dirty and muddy. And if they were, it's okay because they're children. But they're not that dirty and muddy when I get them sometimes now because y'all got the nice AstroTurf in that playground. Shout out SHSU. That was cool. I asked Charlotte, I said, how did that happen? I think it was Courtney or somebody drove by and saw it all rolled up. And what are y'all doing with that? We're just going to get rid of it. What a great repurpose of that turf. So if you're a hardcore Bearcat fan, your children can be playing on the national championship Bearcat field that, well, they played in Frisco, but that was the champions field. That's where the champions' feet roamed, and now your child can be a champion too. That was I was trying to make it sound cool.
That was kind of a boomerang to get there.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying. But it is cool, though, Kaye, what y'all do, so thank you. Set up that appointment. Go by and see him. Charlotte will give you a tour over at the Academy. There's other folks, Children's House, and also at the main location. Please go by and see him. Maybe you're a grandparent today, and you don't have custody of those grandkids because you have children who that's their kids. They have the custody. But you nudge your child and say, hey, man, little Billy needs to get into tomorrow's. Probably been listening to Rob for 3 years. Get him in there. Nudge your children. Tell them that they need to take your grandchildren to tomorrow's promise.
Well, thank you. The other thing I would like to say is, that all the children that are under the age of 5 need to be enrolled in the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, whether they come to us or not.
That's right.
It is improving the literacy rates for our town. It helps improve the adult literacy rates too, because when you're reading to your child, you improve your reading. So if you're a struggling reader, it helps you. It helps reduce child abuse because you're building a bond with your child. There's so many wonderful things that program does that we want to push also. And then, I'm wanting to do the Monday morning mindset to help everybody. I mean, make everything better.
Yeah, that's what it's about. And thank the good Lord. One final thing that I got to say, Kaye, because you know how I am on this. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you, Dolly, that you do not have Dr. Seuss. Does she? She don't have him in that library, does she? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So thank you, Dolly.
I've not seen a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dolly, for doing that for me. Because she knew. I said, Dolly, if you're going to I told her years ago before I was even born, I was talking to her. I said, Dolly, if you get this thing going, I said, don't put Dr. Seuss in there because one day when I'm born and then I'm not even going to like it as a child. And then as I get older and I become a daddy, I don't want to read that to my child because of all the flub, blub, club, blub, delub.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. For folks who are wondering, what are you rambling on about? Dr. Seuss is very educational, but for some reason, this daddy ain't a fan. And I'm going to continue to talk about it.
Well,
You're welcome to your opinion.
There's some of them that you're kind of like, bleh. But, that they're kind of nonsense books. But, I mean, Green Eggs and Ham,
From Sam I Am?
Yeah. Don't judge things just by how they look. The Sneetches, the stars on the Sneetches on these Sneetches on
The Sneetches with Stars.
Yeah, but what's the name of the book?
Sneetches.
Yeah, just the Sneetches. It's talking about racism.
Yeah.
Because they were treating people different that had stars on their bellies that didn't have stars on their bellies, and which was cool and which was not cool. The Butter Battle book talks about, the nuclear war and, just getting bigger and bigger weapons. Then you have the Lorax.
See, I didn't know about any of this.
Yeah.
Now I feel bad.
The Lorax, which is talking about, clear cutting forests and things like that, where, you get rid of everything.
You got nothing left.
What's left. And so, you have some of the books like One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and Hop on Pop that you're like, okay. But you have some that are very, very...
some are trying to teach a moral lesson.
Yeah. That have those morals in them. And I mean, I remember watching the Sneetches, the show, and I learned about racism.
Yeah.
By watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there's Horton Hears a Who, talking about just because you're small and you're not seen doesn't mean that you don't exist.
Yeah, that's right.
So there are a lot of Dr. Seuss books that are very, very relevant and important to read to your child. If you don't like Hop on Pop, then don't read it. But
Please don't hop on this pop because this pop's in a lot of pain all the time.
but the ones I've mentioned need to be in that. The ones I've mentioned
Yeah.
need to be in that library because it teaches them those values.
That's good. Now I feel really bad about hating on Dr. Seuss. Thank you, Kay. See, this is why it's important.
His real name was Theodore Geisel. So
Oh, okay. Well, I did. If you heard this part, I'm just going to read a couple because I did come up with the Dr. Seuss. Well, I didn't, but the assistants came up with it.
yeah.
And it goes like this. I do not like his rhyming schemes. They bounce around like tangled dreams. I do not like them here or there. They pop up everywhere. I do not like cats in hats or fish who lecture other cats. I do not like green eggs at all. Why is the ham so very tall? His words all twist and flip and flop. They never seem to ever stop. A zizzer zazzer zoom zay zay. Just say the thing. Don't float away. That is a little thing I wrote about Dr. Seuss.
That's
courtesy of
fantastic.
AI. It's about
Okay,
how to-
now I need you to take to AI and say, okay, I've been converted. Teach me,
Sing
do a
the
little,
praises of Dr. Seuss.
sing a praise about his morals and his stories.
That-
so type that in right now.
Well, I'm going to save it for next week. Okay, it's going to be next week. I'm going to be a reformed man, and I will come back next week. Don't let me forget. At the end of the show next week, it will be my reformation. Is that transformation? Is that it?
Both-
Right word?
both would work.
Reformation of Dr. Seuss. That is your teaser for next week. So make sure you stay locked in. I may even bring some green eggs and ham. I may even eat them on the show
Yuck.
next week. We'll see how it goes. All right, well, that will wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out with us. Kay, any final thoughts? Great conversations today, too. Thank y'all very much.
So which book are you going to get first for your children to read?
Stitches.
Green eggs and ham. Because that's the only one that I can think of off the top of my head. Or Horton Hears a Who. I like that movie, by the way. It was really good. So,
I thought you didn't like Dr. Seuss at all.
well, I'm starting to change. Kay put the fear in me. So, Rick, any final comments today? It's been fun, brother. Thanks for hanging out, man.
It's been fun to be back, Rob. I really appreciate you.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
All right. Well, that will wrap it up. Again, Tomorrow's Promise. We appreciate their support. Couldn't have had friends like Billy and Brianna on today if it wasn't for the generous support of Tomorrow's Promise. Their website, tomorrowspromise.info for more information. We'll be back tomorrow. More all week. We've got guests all week lined up, so make sure that you stay locked in. 7:30 right here on the Hello Huntsville YouTube and Facebook channel, also Spirit 94.3. And as I end every show, reminding you that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there this morning needs you. Good morning, Huntsville. God bless. Have a great day. We'll see you at 11:30 on Spirit 94.3 for lunch break, so make sure you tune in your radios. So long. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.